Taiwan's Santa lawyer investigated in fraud case. Ex-Taipei deputy mayor's wife dies before court hearing. Doctor drowns while rafting in banned area of Hsinchu River. Russia launches the biggest aerial attack since start of the war. Japan executes man convicted of murder. Thousands set up street blockades in Serbia. Hanoi tops global chart of most polluted city again. 1,000-year-old sword decorated found in Dutch River.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It's Tuesday, July 1st, International Reggae Day, and here are your top stories. In local news, Li Yiting, a 27-year-old lawyer and influencer, was detained for aiding suspects in a cemetery fraud case. She was released on $700,000 NT bail. Lawyer Li Zichun said Li passed the bar at 24 and handled 89 cases in under 3 years. Her rapid success and legal troubles have drawn major public attention. Ex-Taipei Deputy Mayor Peng Zhenshen collapsed in court after learning his wife died by suicide just before his hearing over the living will corruption case. Peng cried that she knew of the trial and ended her life because "I'm innocent." Police confirmed she jumped at 9:01 a.m. today. The tragic news stunned the courtroom. A 38-year-old doctor from Keelung Changgen Hospital drowned while rafting in Hsinchu County's Shipping River, where water activities are prohibited. He and 6 friends entered the river near Qingchuan village on June 29th. After his raft flipped, he was pulled under by strong currents. Rescue teams confirmed his death, prompting renewed warnings about the area's dangers. And in global news, on Sunday, a Ukrainian official said Russia launched its biggest aerial attack against Ukraine overnight, part of an escalating bombing campaign that has further dashed hopes for a breakthrough in efforts to end a 3-year-old war. Ukraine's Air Force said Russia fired a total of 537 aerial weapons at Ukraine, including 477 drones and decoys and 60 missiles. Of these, 249 were shot down and 226 were lost, likely having been electronically jammed.
Head of communications for Ukraine's Air Force said the onslaught was the most massive airstrike on the country since the beginning of Russia's full-scale invasion in February 2022, taking into account both drones and various types of missiles. The attack targeted several regions, including western Ukraine, far from the front line. Poland and allied countries scrambled aircraft to ensure the safety of Polish airspace. 3 people were killed in drone strikes in the Kherson, Kharkiv, and Dnipropetrovsk regions. Ukraine's Air Force said one of its F-16 warplanes, supplied by its Western partners, crashed after sustaining damage while shooting down air targets, and the pilot died.
Japan's Justice Ministry said a man convicted of murder for killing and dismembering 9 people in his apartment near Tokyo was executed. Takahiro Shiraishi, known as the Twitter Killer, was sentenced to death in 2020 for the 2017 killings of 9 victims, most of whom had posted suicidal thoughts on social media. He was also convicted of sexually abusing his female victims. Shiraishi was hanged at the Tokyo detention house in high secrecy, with nothing disclosed until the execution was done.
Police arrested him in 2017 after finding the bodies of 8 females and 1 male in cold storage cases in his apartment. Investigators said Shiraishi approached the victims via Twitter, offering to assist them with their suicidal wishes. He killed the 8 women, including teenagers, after raping them, and also killed the boyfriend of one of the women to silence him. Japan's suicide rate ranks among the world's highest. The execution was carried out amid growing calls to abolish capital punishment in Japan, especially following the acquittal last year of Iwao Hakamada, the world's longest-serving death row inmate. Japan's crime rate is relatively low, but it has seen some high-profile mass killings in recent years.
Thousands of people on Sunday set up street blockades in Serbia, angry over the arrest of anti-government protesters who clashed with police at a massive rally a day earlier, demanding early elections. Protesters put up metal fences and garbage containers at various locations in the capital, Belgrade, and also blocked a key bridge over the Sava River. Protesters in the northern city of Novi Sad pelted the offices of the ruling populist Serbian Progressive Party with eggs. Similar protest blockades were organized in smaller cities across the Balkan country.
Protesters demanded that authorities release dozens of university students and other demonstrators who were jailed for attacking the police or allegedly plotting to overthrow the government at the rally in Belgrade. Tens of thousands of people attended the rally, held after nearly 8 months of persistent dissent that has rattled populist President Aleksandar Vučić. Protesters also declared the current populist government illegitimate and placed responsibility for any violence on the government. Clashes with riot police erupted after the official part of the rally ended. Anti-government protests began after a renovated rail station canopy collapsed in November, killing 16 people.
This winter, Hanoi topped global air pollution charts not once but repeatedly, exposing the environmental cost of Vietnam's explosive growth and briefly earning it the title of the world's most polluted city. In January, the average air quality index in a city of nearly 9 million people breached the hazardous threshold of 300, shrouding its skyline in smog and prompting warnings from health officials. In March, the city recorded PM 2.5 levels more than 24 times higher than the WHO's recommended limits.
More than 60,000 deaths per year in Vietnam are linked to air pollution. In a live ranking on Saturday by IQ Air, Hanoi ranked 13th among the most polluted major cities. The fog hanging over Hanoi isn't just pollution. It's a byproduct of the rapid growth that has lifted Vietnam's economy while fueling its environmental struggles. Since 2018, Vietnam's GDP has grown by 5% to 7% annually, far outpacing larger economies such as the United States and China, thanks partly to an infrastructure boom. Lower labor costs and a skilled workforce have made the country an attractive alternative for companies shifting production from China, such as Apple and Nike, turning Vietnam into a regional manufacturing hub.
A medieval sword has gone on display at a museum in the Netherlands after its chance discovery during a dredging operation on a river in the center of the country. The sword was found during routine maintenance at the Hsinchu estate and has been donated to the National Museum of Antiquities in Leiden. Dating from around 1050 to 1150 and measuring 1 meter in length, the sword is inlaid with gold-colored copper, forming the shape of a cross and a spiritual symbol known as the Endless Knot.
It features a long cross guard and a nut-shaped pommel, made from high-quality iron mined at Velu. The sword remains remarkably well preserved after 1,000 years. Only the organic components, such as the wooden grip and any leather wrappings, have succumbed to time. The iron is barely corroded, and traces of the wooden hilt are still visible on the preserved sword. It appears that the sword was deliberately deposited in the river, and no traces of a scabbard were found nearby. At the time it was forged, the area was ruled by the Bishop of Utrecht, a nearby city, although he was frequently in conflict with the Counts of Holland and Flanders, who were becoming increasingly powerful.
The answer for yesterday was B, toppled. The old statue toppled during the storm last night and broke into pieces. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. Hanoi tops global chart of most polluted city again. Number 1, shroud. 覆盖物,遮蔽物. The mountain was shrouded in thick fog, making it impossible to see the summit. Number 2, hub. 中心,枢纽. New York City is a major financial hub in the world. Number 3, breach. 违反,突破. The company was fined for a breach of data privacy laws. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer will be announced tomorrow. International Reggae Day celebrates Jamaican style of music. Originally born out of ska and rocksteady genres of music in the 1960s, reggae quickly gained distinction with its unpolished sound and strong dependence on rhythm. It took a few years as a grassroots movement before it began expanding far beyond its little originating island. It became particularly popular in English-speaking nations such as the US, the UK, and Australia. And that's all for today's FUNDAY News. Be sure to tune in to FUNDAY News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host, and I'll see you next time.